Welcome to the demo of the Wictory.AI platform. Today, I'll guide you through its core features, from our intelligent coaching assistant to detailed data tracking and customization settings. Let's begin here on the landing page. Once you have user credentials, you can log in using your email or phone number. A one-time password will be delivered to your registered address. Or you can log in more quickly using your Google account, as long as the email matches what's registered in the system. I'll log in with my Google account now. Once you're in, you'll stay logged in for 24 hours before being automatically signed out. You'll notice the interface looks a bit like ChatGPT, but with a powerful twist. It's designed for coaching and athlete data. One of the most important features is the ability for coaches to access their athletes' data. For example, I'll open my own data and add it to the analysis. Here's a cycling workout I did recently. You can view distance, cadence, heart rate, and more, all editable. You can also filter by variables like distance and add additional layers of insight. For instance, within a workout, we capture all heart rate samples, and for running or cycling, cadence and speed. The overview view gives you the average speed, heart rate, and more across the last 30 days. That's especially helpful for tracking trends or doing comparative analyses. Planned activities analysis. This includes more than completed workouts. It also integrates planned activities. If you're using connected platforms like Training Peaks, we import the future sessions too. And yes, you can add these to your analysis. Next is the health data section. Here, you can view critical data such as your most recent sleep analysis. You can see each night's breakdown or analyze patterns across 5 or more nights. Sleep metrics include heart rate variability, HRV, resting heart rate, sleep duration, and phases. You can add all this to your overview so the AI has a complete context for analysis. We also have a section for health records. These are files you upload, like blood work, performance diagnostics, or nutrition. Once uploaded, the platform intelligently extracts key metrics for integration. For example, I can upload a PDF from a lab, and the system will automatically extract relevant biomarkers. If the category is more general, like Other, the data is stored for reference but not extracted. Switching between athletes. You're not limited to your own data. By clicking the Athletes button, you can switch between different clients. For example, I'll pull up data from Thomas. I now have access to his information and can include his activity in the overview. At the bottom of the Assistant page, you'll find a curated library of prompts used and saved by coaches. The pen icon indicates a custom prompt. Here's one on HRV coefficient of variation, HRVCV, which calculates variability trends over time. You can edit it or add it to your analysis. Let's run a typical analysis, something we do frequently. Which training sessions in the last few weeks improved my sleep quality? To enable this, we add the relevant sleep and activity overviews to our dataset. This helps the AI generate a highly accurate answer. As we continue developing, the platform will automatically identify which datasets are needed based on your question. Even now, if you ask a question without selecting any data, Wictory will populate the analysis with some baseline metrics. You can also select which AI model powers the analysis. By default, we use OpenAI's latest language model. However, we're also integrating faster alternatives, such as Grok, and may in the future host models ourselves for enhanced data privacy. Now we hit Send, and the AI will analyze the question. You'll get a detailed response, typically within 20 to 30 seconds. This is a key area where coaches on our platform spend their time, running data-driven analyses for their athletes. For example, you can explore sleep efficiency in relation to prior sessions. You might uncover patterns, like how evening rides are linked to longer sleep durations, or how long morning endurance workouts tend to positively influence recovery. Strength sessions followed by well-structured rest days often correlate with high-quality sleep. These kinds of insights are automatically formatted into clean tables or diagrams, making them actionable and easy to interpret. You can save the report, share it with your athlete, or refer back to previous analyses in your report history to track trends or adjust programming. Take something like an HRVCV analysis, heart rate variability coefficient of variation. Manually, that calculation might take 20 minutes. With the AI, It's done instantly. I recently ran a weekly summary and immediately spotted a decline in HRVCV, an important signal to monitor and act on. You can also run interval-based analyses, for example, asking the AI to summarize pace splits, rest durations, or threshold data. It even flags anomalies and is incredibly helpful for coaches. One of the most powerful tools in the platform is the onboarding report. When a new athlete joins the system, you can prompt the AI to generate a comprehensive summary based on their existing data. This gives you, as a coach, a clear snapshot of their primary sport, for example, cross-country skiing, any secondary activities, training priorities, and key correlations between their performance and health markers. If the AI detects that metrics like HRV or sleep are trending below a healthy threshold, it flags this proactively, prompting the coach to consider reducing training load or adjusting recovery protocols. It's a highly effective way to make onboarding personalized, data-informed, and efficient. There are many more examples like this throughout the platform, and I'll walk you through some of those built-in training tools next. Overtraining report and catching signs of burnout. One of the most important aspects of coaching is protecting your athlete's long-term health and performance. Imagine being able to predict burnout before it happens. With Wictory, you can. If an athlete is trending toward overtraining or burnout, the system will flag it, helping you intervene early. Some coaches choose to run these overtraining analyses daily or weekly for athletes they consider high risk. It's a proactive way to stay ahead of fatigue, reduce injury risk, and ensure consistent progress without compromising well-being. Creating training programs. The platform makes it easy to generate fully personalized training programs based on each athlete's real-world data. Let's say you want to plan next week, from July 7, and you give the system this instruction. 3 running sessions, 1 hard, 1 long, 2 strength sessions. Increase total volume by about 10% compared to the last 2 weeks. Include a rest day on Friday due to limited availability. And the athlete's goal is a sprint triathlon in September. The AI then pulls recent data, last week's volume, typical training patterns, and health metrics like recovery and sleep to build a structured plan that fits. If something's off, like too many sessions on one day, you can adjust it or simply recalculate. You can also customize each session, rename it, update the description, or shorten the duration, for example, from 90 minutes to 60. Once you're happy with the layout, save it to the athlete's calendar and send it straight to their device. You can also plan multiple weeks at once. The more consistent the data, the more accurate and tailored the results. Trusted reports and science-backed studies. This feature is all about bringing scientific rigor into your coaching. You can ask the AI questions like, what are the best practices for designing a training plan? What's the most effective nutrition strategy for endurance athletes? The system then searches for high-quality, peer-reviewed studies, often linking directly to PubMed, the world's largest medical and scientific research database. This ensures your decisions as a coach are rooted in the most up-to-date evidence, not guesswork. We're also working on embedding those references directly into training plans and analysis reports, so every recommendation the AI gives can be traced back to published science. That brings us to the end of the assistant page, which really is the core of what makes this platform so powerful. And we're continuing to evolve it, adding more automation, more personalization, and more science behind every insight. Coaching dashboard and sleep. Now let's move into the dashboard. This view is designed more traditionally, giving you quick access to your athlete's latest data. Right away, you'll see key insights from the past day, things like missing data, disrupted sleep patterns, or low sleep efficiency. It's all surfaced automatically, so you can catch issues before they become problems. From here, you can drill down further or customize the display to prioritize what matters most, whether that's HRV trends, sleep consistency, or training intensity markers. Stress dashboard. For example, you can monitor stress markers like HRV, heart rate variability, long-term HRV trends, even resting heart rate. These give you a deeper lens into how your athlete is handling training load and recovery. Data recency. You'll also see how fresh the data is. For instance, if the last activity was recorded 2 hours ago or yesterday, it's a simple but powerful way to gauge consistency and engagement in real time. Invite athlete. As a coach, inviting a new athlete into the system is quick and straightforward. Just enter their first and last name, input their email, and send the invite directly. Once they accept, their data will begin syncing to your dashboard. Stress Heatmap. This feature gives you a visual breakdown of stress trends based on data from wearables like Polar, Garmin, Oura Ring, or Whoop. If your athlete is wearing one of these devices, you'll typically see a rich timeline of physiological stress indicators. Each morning, the platform provides intelligent recommendations for you, with insights into your athletes. Things like identifying stress triggers for Christina, focus on recovery through sleep and HRV for Alex, or consider reducing the training load for Moran. His stress is above baseline. These prompts are driven by comparisons to the athlete's own 7-day average and help you catch early signs of strain or burnout before performance dips and health is impacted. You can also enhance your dashboard with personalized health widgets. Choose from metrics like time spent in different heart rate zones, daily heart rate data, REM sleep duration, or total time in bed. For example, if an athlete like Glaus has been experiencing disrupted sleep, you can pin his REM data to the top of your dashboard and monitor it over time. You can also switch views across athletes to compare trends or spot anomalies at a glance. Calendar. The calendar view offers a day-by-day layout of all recorded events. You can click into any session to access specifics like duration, weather conditions, heart rate trends, speed, and power metrics if available. From there, you can zoom in for a deeper look, leave comments, or tag the athlete directly with updates or feedback. Planning workouts with your Wictory.AI assistant. You can use your AI assistant to instantly generate structured workouts. For example, just type, "Create an easy recovery run." The system builds it for you, including warm-up, intervals, and even a cooldown. Each section is editable, so you can fine-tune the workout before saving. You can also plan sessions manually, whether it's weight training, cardio, mobility, or even HIIT. Choose from over 300 plus templates, or build your own from scratch. The interface lets you customize things like sets and reps, durations, and specific movements like pull-ups, kettlebell swings, tempo runs, and more. This is one of the key areas we will be expanding to support coach-led intervals, because at Wictory, we know what sets great coaches apart is your unique approach, and we want to honor what makes you special. You'll soon be able to tailor even more details in a way that reflects your own methodology and coaching style. We've even created a customized workout video library for athletes that want visual examples. You can easily build and save your own workouts. For example, you might start with a warm-up, move into your main training session with specific durations, reps, or movements, or finish in with a cool-down and foam roll. Whether it's strength, cardio, or a mix, you can shape it to match your coaching style. You can repeat parts of the workout, add a superset, and once it's set up, just save it and it's ready to use again or share across your athletes. We're also expanding this section to support coach-led intervals because we know every coach has their own unique philosophy, and we want to help you bring that to life inside the platform. Want to send workouts to your athlete's device? Once your workout is finalized, you can send it directly to your athlete's device, such as Training Peaks or their personal Google Calendar. If it's synced, they'll be able to follow the session right from the app, making training more intuitive, saving time, and personalized for both you as the coach and your athlete. My Health Files. One of the most powerful ways to support our athletes from a personalized and science perspective is to have the ability to expand their data beyond just the wearable devices. Here, you or your athlete can upload key supporting documents to support their health and stay informed, like food intolerance or nutrition reports, blood work, or even diagnostic results. It works with standard PDF files, and for each athlete, you can see how much data is available, when the most recent file was added, and even the last recorded workout. When you upload a blood work file and select the correct category, the system will automatically extract key markers. Blood work formats can vary a lot, but we've trained it to pull out the most important values. You can still make adjustments manually if needed. Once it's saved, you can reuse it, especially if you want to run cross-analyses, like comparing blood markers with nutrition logs or training load. If you upload a file under a different category, we don't extract values, just store the document for future reference. Nutrition logging. One thing I didn't show earlier in the calendar is nutrition logging. Athletes can send in meal photos or text it directly using WhatsApp, and we'll drop them directly into their training log. For example, this is a MyFitnessPal screenshot. Or you can send actual food pictures. Sandra is a great example. She logs everything. If we scroll back to January, you'll see a full archive of her meals. Simply click on one to open it. Here's a photo of her meal. And we can even extract both macro and micronutrients from a simple photo. That information can be used to detect dietary trends, deficiencies, or patterns over time. Let's jump into the settings section. Here you can upload your profile picture, adjust your preferences, and you'll be able to switch to imperial units if you're based in the US. You'll also find a full list of device connections, things like TrainingPeaks, Polar, Freestyle Libre for glucose monitoring, and MyFitnessPal for nutrition tracking. You can choose which devices to sync with which data types. For activity tracking, we typically recommend something GPS-based like Garmin. For full day metrics, sleep, HRV recovery, you'll want a wearable like Oura, Whoop, or Polar 360. User settings. In your personal settings, you'll see a list of people who currently have access to your data. You can easily revoke access or adjust what gets shared. For example, I've blocked Sandra from seeing my profile entirely, but Klaus still has access, just not to the more sensitive stuff like sleep or nutrition. You're always in control. You can also check your current subscription, update your plan, and invite new users, all from right here. Feedback and documentation. If anything's not working as expected, just click the feedback button on the right-hand side. You can leave a quick comment, and it'll automatically capture a screenshot to help us troubleshoot. You can also report any bugs from there. There's a link to our full documentation too, covering everything from how to register, connect your devices, set up your subscription, navigate the calendar, the dashboard, and more. And if you're curious about what's new, our changelog gives you a running list of every update we've rolled out, so you're always in the loop. Wictory is built by coaches and athletes, for coaches and athletes, to empower and inspire coaches like you with smarter tools, deeper insights, and more time to do what you do best: change lives. If you're ready to take your coaching to the next level, we want to connect with you, the pioneers. So let's talk. You can reach us directly at info@Wictory.com or visit Wictory.AI to book your personalized demo. We'd love to show you what's possible.